humbug is going on? While I was getting dental work, an outpouring of Sims 4 news came that could impact the future of the Sims franchise. First of all, we have even more indications there could be quite a long break until we get another Sims 4 expansion pack. There's also a new trailer for the Sims 4 adventure awaits, and also an in-game event, as well as a laundry list of bugs to be fixed in an upcoming update. These are just a few of the Sims 4 headlines that hit yesterday, so let's get right into it. And so first, let's start with the internal order of the future of the Sims 4 packs changing. There are murmurings again that DLC aren't going to look the same going forward. This all comes from someone who regularly hacks into Sims 4 code, so there could be some credibility. But as noted, this is always speculation until confirmed. Now, forgive me, I don't know how to say this person's name, and Dias, don't make fun of me, but they said there will be 5 DLCs between Expansion Pack 20 and Expansion Pack 21. This is according to the version numbers, and this order, of course, is subject to change. This version under which Sims 4 Expansion Pack 21 is expected to release has changed. It just says that there will be 7 DLCs between this expansion pack and the next one. Now, I am assuming DLC could include anything, and that could also be kits. Could we see an influx of Sims 4 kits? That's quite possible. It is also possible we could get a game pack or stuff pack in there. So again, I don't know how meaningful this is. I have said in the past that they need to slow their pack schedule down, but that especially free expansion packs a year is far too many. While a break from October to the next year would mean absolutely nothing, I would like to see how this is actually going to go down. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not a fan of Sims 4 kits in theory. The only good thing about kits is they're not adding substantial code to the game, and potentially less problems overall. Not gonna lie, I do think Sims 4 stuff packs tend to be a decent value, and I wouldn't mind seeing one again, but right now I would just like a long break. So in other words, I don't really know if this is great news. Again, we are still getting DLC, it's not like the end of DLC, and of course this all ties in to efforts supposedly to fix Sims 4. As I reported just the other day, they are talking about doubling down on their efforts to fix some major bugs. And this also links in, of course, to the laundry list. Now, I will note with the laundry list, honestly, my mouth is still a little bit tired, so I'm just going to name the very top concerns they're mostly targeting, but there is an extended list, and remember, it's not a guarantee they're going to fix all of this before the next update. You asked me about corruption, let me tell you, I will tell you if I hear any good news on that end, but for now, we're just gonna have to sit it tight and actually see if they can actually fix that issue. So the laundry list, of course, is the latest list of community reports from EA forums that they hope to resolve in the next update. These are just their very top reports. Sims with the entrepreneur trait will experience sudden jumps in the career level. In addition, a sim writing a book can't resume it properly after being interrupted. The holiday menu closes when switching between sims. Skill cheats cannot be used to lower the skill, and a gnome brought to life for upgrades and repairs keeps upgrading toilets, which apparently leads to those toilets catching on fire. There's also an excessive intake of water, and one for rent. Tenant events are resolved as a failure even after the property owner fixes what's needed. Pets get deformed when traveling to another lot after aging up. Last exception triggers and sims reset when exiting a changing table. They're also going to be looking at a partial fix related to animations when sims look at phones, though the main eye and eyelid issues discussed in the thread are still under investigation. Honestly, I have no idea what that is, but it sounds scary. And of course, as they note here, the extended laundry list of fixes is also available, so I will leave that link below. All in all, I just hope some of those really do get fixed. I'm not gonna lie, of course I am aware there are bigger issues than those, and honestly, I still worry they won't be able to solve the corruption issues, which is why I still think we need to move on to a new game, among other reasons. Unfortunately, we are not moving on anytime soon, and also unfortunately, we still get in-game events. Honestly, when we didn't get an official roadmap, I was kind of hoping we would just skip the event entirely. I know some people enjoy them, I find them a little bit annoying, but this one is the Forever Friends limited event. The Sims team has just announced a new time-limited event called the Sims 4 Forever Friends, and this event goes from September 23rd to November 4th. As you you'll remember, November 4th, I believe, is that base game update. And as usual, you'll be able to get exclusive rewards by completing special limited quests each week. I will leave up what it looks like in terms of the rewards for the first week. Honestly, this is nothing to write home about. I'm not personally that interested, but I'm just not an events person. Let me know in the comments below if you like any of these rewards. I will say I think the plushies are pretty cute, and I'm not saying this is a bad event. I don't really know how to judge them. I just hope it works as intended. As I've said before, I feel like these events, of course, are to raise player engagement and get better metrics and numbers. And of course, there are many games that do things like this too. All in all, it would be nice if you could completely disable events and never look at them again. And also, it would be nice if they could just give us the items for free at the end of the event. But then again, they want people to have incentive to play. So let me know in the comments below if you will be playing this event. Now, finally, on to the last piece of our news. I know this is all over the place, but like I said, there was tons of stuff that happened. This really isn't groundbreaking, it's just a small teaser trailer. It is showing off a challenge you can do in the new expansion pack. Now, some people did question, is it actually going to work like this, or is this just cinematic? And honestly, I don't know. The Sims team, of course, did respond that you are able to have challenges in the new Sims 4 Adventure Awaits expansion pack, and with this, of course, you can implement roles and eliminate Sims from the challenge. And I can see the appeal to a degree. I spoke before where I am a little skeptical of this feature. I can see tons of people having fun with this, and I'm not entirely against it, but it does feel very micromanagey, and I feel like there are so many systems in The Sims 4 as it is. All in all, it is a cute trailer. It definitely gives me some nostalgia for back when Survivor was big, and honestly, that is just showing my age. All that said, I really do hope you get something out of all this news. It is a crazy time for Sims 4, and while I do appreciate them doubling down on their efforts to fix some bugs, let me just say I don't know if they are actually slowing down DLC as much as I would like. Don't get me wrong, slowing down expansion packs, if true, could be beneficial. I said it just depends on what those DLC are and how long the gaps are. For now, it is just all speculation, and we have to just brace for impact and see what comes next. As one commenter noted, the adventure is seen if the game actually works. As always, thanks so much for watching, take care, and I'll see you in the next video.